Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Starseeded Chloe. You already know that though. I didn't intend for that to rhyme and it came off kind of cheesy, so I probably won't say that again. Okay, so this is what do you need to cut off? So it could be a person, place or thing. So really it's about, the energy of transformation, especially since we're having all this like a retrograde energy. It's a time to go back to review things, to change things, see how things could be done better, or really come to grips with what needs to be let go of. Thirsty. Some of you guys need to drink more water, okay? Just saying. So we have pile number 1, the long, I think these are like steel, silver coloured. And it's not liner, we know they're not silver, but like these long steel scissors. I think these are like hairdressing ones. Then we have pile number 2, just the good old purpose scissors. Pile number 3, these black and red scissors. So pile number 2, the orange ones. Pile number 3 are the black and red ones. These are a bit stiff. Pile number 4, I believe these, oh, the beauty icon stainless steel. Okay. These are a bit stiff as well, but they're like shorter hair scissors. So, and none of these are used for hair anymore, let me tell you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. Hope this is okay for a thumbnail. So pick your pile, focus your energy on yourself, focus your energy, oh, I'm getting low on the battery. Focus your energy within, tune into your guides, your angels, your most loving, most light guides and angels, tune into source and ask yourself what or who or what situation needs to be cut off. So I'm going to start off with pile number 1. I haven't looked at these cards, so we will see. I might get a little bit of clarification, but I don't really want to because that can turn into a bit of a long read sometimes. So this is your advice, okay? It's the action to take. This is the situation. And this is what it is. 7th house partnership. So there may be a friend, a romantic partner, or an attitude towards relationships. I'm hearing some of you guys may find it hard to get along with other people, okay? You may find it really easy to start war with others or see the bad in people. That doesn't mean you're a bad person or you're a miser or anything like that. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like a protection thing. You kind of find the places or the potentials of you being hurt, and then you dismantle, or I even want to say like degrade the person. But not like, you may not do it to their face, but in your mind you may like, yeah, no, they're not the one for me. Oh no, they're not right. Oh yeah, did you see the way this person? It's just all because you're scared of emotional abuse, okay? Some of you may low-key be emotionally abusing other people without even realizing, being very hard to reach and acting very unsatisfied. I feel like for a lot of you it's because you can't get over a relationship that you once had or once experienced. But there is new relationships, there is new loves, there is new potentials on the horizon for you guys. But if you just face this part of yourself now, I'm not surprised if I do this reading and I get loads of people commenting, oh, you don't know what you're talking about with pile number 1, blah blah blah, because that's kind of the energy. It's like a part of your face, a part of yourself that you don't want to face, okay? I feel like other people may notice this about you, but I feel like people are scared to say it to your face because you don't take no shit, pile number 1. You don't take no shit. You will start a war. You do not care. You will cuss out. The situation is you're not starting anything new because you're holding on to this really old, outdated, worn out relationship, and it needs to go. Some of you could be with a Gemini, it could be with an Aries, or you keep attracting the same partners in, or you're looking at everybody through those eyes of when you was once hurt or once scarred, is what I'm hearing. It's not just a hurt, it's actually a deep festering wound at this point because you are really having a hard time to letting go of it. So snippety snip, you need to cut that shit off. Why do I keep doing these weird little rhymes? Maybe you guys like rhymes, maybe you rhyme, I don't know. It's this Witch's Tarot deck, okay? I was just having some thoughts about it, but anyway. So the action you need to take, you need to get out there, baby, okay? We need to meet people. We can't be meeting people in our yard, in our house. You know, even the online dating, I don't think that's any good for you, because you will dismantle those people in a millisecond. You'll be like, look through the profile, nah, not for me, swipe right or left or whatever it is. You just ain't here for, can you go to bed please? Can you go to bed please? I'm filming, thank you. Every time. I just mentioned this in another video, we all know who that is, because, you know, we know it's my kid, and you've heard me cuss out a little bit in videos before, but we know it's only one child that does that. It's very annoying, you know. Maybe one day he'll be a star. Maybe he loves the camera because he always wants to come in, get involved and fast up himself, but he's meant to be in bed. But anyway, sorry. Maybe some of you guys are going to meet this person in front of the camera, or there's attributes about this person that you usually run from, okay? Some of you guys, you need to step out more into the limelight as well. Please go out, get out of the house, meet up with friends, cousins, sisters, whoever, brothers, whatever you got to do. Go out, dress up, look good, feel good, smell good. And remember, you are a sexy, amazing being, okay? No matter who you are, what you look like, whatever, be feeling yourself to get over this heartbreak. Now, it could be fresh for some of you. It could be something that's kind of ongoing, and it's a relationship that you need to let go of, and there's been too much lies, deceits and whatever. And some of you, you're still holding on to this relationship. It ended a long time ago. For others of you, you're lying to yourself that you're over this person, but you have not really given anybody else a chance. You need to get over it. Not like that. I know it sounds like really, but the snip is the scissors, you know. What do you need to cut off? We already know what we're here for. So let your past go. So I feel like this is a very, very clear message for you guys. Some of you have had sexual relationships, but you haven't been open to love. But yeah, you really need to be like opening yourself up to love. You can't expect to, not even you can't expect to, you want love. Like, I can feel that you want love. The divine has a person in mind for you. They see you in love. They want you to experience love and start something new. But you really need to allow yourself to heal and even feel the pain. Maybe you need to have a little drink, well, not have a little drink, but you know, maybe you need to actually just express how hurt you was by all this situation and whatever, and then just move forward from there. But whoever or whatever the situation was, some of you, this could have been a Gemini, because this is my Gemini card, no offense, or it could have been a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I do feel like it definitely could have been an air sign that hurt you guys, okay? Could have been having sex with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a fire sign or whatever, or it could have been a Libra. This person was not what they seemed. They were not what they said they were. They were very immature. Okay, this always shows me deceit, somebody who likes to play games at the expense of other people. Depending on what energy it is, sometimes I look at this card and it's like, oh, you know, I'm just being mischievous and cute and whatever. But now I'm looking at this card right now, it's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to have what I want. I'm going to do what I want. You're going to deal with it. This person was never really anything but a learning curve for you guys. So nature, connecting with nature, grounding yourself, because there's grass here, could be very, very helpful for you at this time. Let your past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love, and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and now it's gone. So yeah, your love for this person is very real on a soul-to-soul level, but you can't make this person be anything more than what they want to currently be, okay? And that's their right. They can live how they want to live. That is honestly their right. But what is not okay is for you to still be living in that hurt and that pain. You owe it to yourself. You deserve more. You deserve love, and you are very, very lovable. And I just feel like, oh, there's somebody or something coming towards you. I feel like your money's gonna expand. I feel like this person's gonna treat you like very, very well. There's an energy around your heart chakra as well. It's just like you need to face something, and then, you know, you'll have new partnerships in your life. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, pile number 1. Hope this read wasn't too much of a call out, but we're keeping it real, we're keeping it raw, we're keeping it honest here. Pile number 2. Orange scissors. Some of you guys want to dye your hair orange? Have you seen that orange that everybody's doing? All the brown girls are doing it. Oh, I love it. I really want to do it. Got orange here as well, so there could be an energy around the solar plexus chakra. So your advice, you got 3 cards for advice. Oh Lord, the angels are speaking to you, aren't they? What is actually going on? What is going on? Okay. So you need to, and you're, oh, I might have to clarify that. So you need to let go of your desire, okay? Maybe you crave attention. Sorry, please guys, I should have put a disclaimer. I didn't realize how much of a call out these readings would be. They are calling out people's names. Please don't cuss me out in the comments. Please. I'll pick a pile as well, don't worry. I'll be getting called out too. And you don't have to tell nobody what pile it is, because I ain't telling you what pile I pick out. But yeah, these are a call out. Your desire for attention. I feel like a lot of what you do may be centered around, oh, how can I get this person's attention? Oh, how can I look like the prettiest princess at the ball? How can I look like the one that everybody wants to be with? How can I, because it's 3 and 7, so it's like that is on your mind a lot. Maybe you're trying to get a specific person's attention, okay? You're trying to get them to recognize you. You're trying to get them to see you as the best option and take a leap of faith on you, start something with you, or try to get this person in love with you, addicted to you. You're like, oh my God, I just need to look amazing. Yes, how can I do this? Like, what should I wear? And this could be like in absolutely any scenario. So you could know this person from anywhere. But I feel like that's what you need to cut off. This foolish kind of energy, okay? Don't beg, don't barter, just don't do it. This is my own personal feeling. Not that, you know, I never ever feel like, oh, I want this person's attention, but I always try and grab myself back when I'm on that shit. Like, excuse me, who the fuck are they? I don't want their attention. Like, not even though, yeah, like I don't. Anyway, that's because I'm a Leo though. But at the same time, you could be a fire sign, because it can be very, I wouldn't say hurtful, but very like a slap in the face for us when we don't get, we're used to getting attention. So when we don't get the attention that we actually want, you know, you look real nice, you don't get any compliments, you're like, what the fuck? I'm a Leo, so I call everybody a hater. Everyone's just very jealous of me and they are all haters and I don't care. But you could be another sign, and yeah, you could have a different, you know, different approach to that. But I think that's just because I'm a Leo going to that. Oh my God, they're so jealous of me. But you could do that as well. But it's like, yeah, it's almost this need for validation. It's very baby-like. It makes you seem like younger than what you are. And hey, we all want to seem youthful, but it makes you seem kind of foolish certain times. Like you don't know what's going on around you. It's like a naivety, but you ain't that naive though. You're doing it all, you know why you're doing it, but you're doing it all for validation. You need to do some inner child work, okay? You need to do some daddy, clearing some energy with your father, whether your father's currently in your life involved or still, you know, living. You need to do some daddy work. You need to give that cup of love to your inner child. Hey, listen, little baby Chloe, I love you and you are amazing and you're worth every single thing in this world and you deserve all the love and I love you. And I don't know, totally, like you can YouTube it. But there is certain things that you can say and stuff, like do inner child work. Damn, maybe that's something I need to do, because I don't even know how to do it like that. But there is a lot around inner child and children. So we've got the indigo child here as well. So yeah, I feel like you guys really need to step away from that crave and that need for validation, especially in love relationships, especially if you are a female and you date men. When there's a man or somebody, yeah, you date men in particular, when there is a man that you desire, fucking heck, it's ridiculous. It can be quite ridiculous, and you may feel like you're being very subtle, very, you know, sneaky, very sexy, but goddamn, everybody knows. Like, everybody knows. And I always feel like, for me, this is what I think: a mother's job is to love unconditionally. A woman's job is to be discriminating. Okay, or a wife's job is to be discriminating. So if I love you unconditionally, please know that I love everyone unconditionally, but I ain't never gonna get with you in that way. Because if I was, I'd be very discriminating. If I was looking at you like that, I'd be very, very discriminating. But yeah, so I feel like, not that you accept every single one and everything, because I feel like you do have a beautiful energy about you, and you do have a lot of love to give. So you probably do on a soul level. But it's just like, you don't always need to win, or always need to be on top, or always need to be seen or recognized, or need validation. I feel like you can feel very underappreciated very quickly as well. And that can cause you to go off and start new things. So a lot of half-done projects that you were very, very excited about in the beginning, or a lot of relationships that really filled you with excitement in the beginning, and then it's like, I'm kind of over it now. I've got the validation I need. I can move on to the next thing. Like that kind of energy. So yeah, you really need to do some inner child work. I would say connect with people that you grew up with, because I feel like it could be that they know you and they accept you. You don't need validating from them. You already know they love you. But yeah, I feel like some of you guys, you need to do some healing, that divine masculine connection with daddy. You need to realize that, yes, you are very desirable by yourself. Not even, you're magnetic, okay? I just get this energy of always wanting to be told that you're pretty or attractive or, you know, sexy, and everybody wants you. And if you're a man as well, it's kind of the same thing. Not even kind of, it is the same thing. You always want to be told that you're attractive. If you're a man, you may go after the fucking baddest bees, the Instagram models, but those aren't really the women that you resonate with. But it's like, I need this look, I need this to kind of complete me. It gives me a sense of self-esteem. Then you will throw them away, or you realize that you don't. Even if you're a woman, I feel like there's this energy of, I need it, I want it, then it gets thrown away, whatever it is, whoever it is. So it's not that you need to throw away or cut off those people or those situations. You need to cut off that whole energy of doing that, because, you know, people are valuable. And I feel like this speaks about how you feel like you're missing that value within yourself. I'm surprised second house energy hasn't come up, to be quite honest, but I really do feel like this stems from your childhood and you need to go back. I feel like if you have children, give more time to your children. I'm not saying that you don't give time to your children. I just don't cuss my kid out like, go to bed. But sorry, you got school in the morning. I beg you, go to sleep, please, love. Because when I'm waking up in the morning, anyway. Gosh. Anyway, but yeah, like, spend more time with them. Show them that you love them. And do things that you love with your kids. Okay, and I know that can be difficult because in this world we try to make money, we try to make sure all the chores are done, that everything's sorted for tomorrow, that you can go work, that you can, you know what I mean? So sometimes it can be really hard to even just asking about their day and how they feel is enough, let alone having fun or doing anything that you actually enjoy with them and finding a place where both your interests meet. But it can be done. I feel like it would be very healing for you guys. Also, what is that? Sorry, guys. Okay, also, I'm getting the hoe that keeps hurting. Sorry, no offense, I just called you a hoe. Is what it is though. Hoe? No, I'm joking. Don't worry, it's not, you know, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. We're all friends here. We all love each other. But it's like you keep going from person to person or thing to thing or place to place like a hoe. No offense. You ain't a holo. You got a whole big loving heart. But it's like you discard people or you discard things, and you don't need to consume them or consume their energy or burn them up with your hot sexiness to feel complete. Like, you really need to practice being good on your own and feeling good on your own. The thing is, you probably do want this King of Pentacles or want to settle down at some stage, but you're still kind of heartbroken, or you've been breaking hearts for a long time, and it's kind of, you're on like autopilot mode. For some of you guys as well, you want to be known as like the richest, the flyest, like you want to have all the nice stuff, the nice clothes, best body, but also give yourself a break, give yourself a treat, give yourself a reward. And you know, I don't want a rich ninja, I want to be a rich ninja. That's what I'm getting here. So really focus on your finances, focus on what makes you feel secure. Once you're in the King of Pentacles, ain't just about money, it's about stability within yourself and knowing your worth. Who are you? What are you about? What do I value? And what I value is what gives me value. So once you know who you are, what you're about, what it is that you value, and you accumulate that, then you are priceless, you know. You don't need other people's validation, because who the fuck are they? What the fuck do they even value? Do I care? No, I don't fucking care. I don't care what you keep, like. Yeah, so sorry. I feel like there's a need. You guys may try and be quirky or different, or even change your character a lot to fit in with different circles, or for whoever you are, or whoever you're around, or go from social circle to social circle, because you feel like you haven't really found your place. But it's because you are an indigo child, so that may not have been received totally or received very well when you was younger. Some of you guys could have had imaginary pets or imaginary friends. I feel like being an indigo child or being different was a bit of a burden to you. It was heavy to cart around when you was a kid. But now you're an adult, you know that you can get on top of that. You can get on top, sorry. You can get on that Pegasus and you can fly, baby. You can fly. Okay? These other people don't have a Pegasus. They got to use their legs. What, you want a little horse? Lift me up on the horse, make me feel good. Please give me some compliments so I can get on this horse. Oh, I feel so great. You was born with a Pegasus. You was already, whatever your values or morals are, truly what matters to you, without putting down other people, is probably a lot more higher in vibration than the people around you, than the people that you're begging for compliments or looking to for validation. You, like I said, you was born with a Pegasus, but you're there borrowing a horse. Oh, no thank you. Okay, so I feel like you guys are really learning your, sorry, sometimes I sound really harsh, but honestly I'm really loving, and I know what I mean, but I just expect other people to know what I mean, because you know I'm Starseed, and where I come from they use telepathy, so I just assume you're always going to know exactly what I mean when I say it. But yeah, you are a naturally born leader. So some of you, it may be, you know, letting go of the reins a little bit as well. It's like you want to lead, but I feel like oftentimes it can be that you're by yourself. You're leading, you're not leading the pack, you're just like alpha lone wolf, because you ain't standing for, you're not going to follow a fool, basically. You're not going to be a yes man, you're not going to be loyal to a fool, but you want the validation at the same time. So for the whole of 2 weeks, maybe you can hold your shit together to be like, oh yeah, be cool with these people. But after 2 weeks, you're like, fuck them. I don't even like them anyway. But yeah, give yourself that self-love. Vacuum away fear. You don't have to be afraid of who you are or accepting this part of yourself. You can give yourself the validation. But yeah, sure, it is nice to get compliments from other people. But accept that you are different from other people. You were not the same as them. And that may be why you need that validation, and you need to feel like you fit in, because you've always felt so different. And maybe that was something that was frowned upon at one point in your life, but now it's smiled upon. I'm smiling, okay? Me and all the other starseeds, we're smiling right with you. Some of you guys may need to work on your temper or your temperament. You can tend to get angry when you don't understand something or when you feel fearful, okay? So that's another piece of advice for you. So that's what I've got for you, pile number 2. Thank you for watching. My battery's gonna die as well, so I better hurry up. So we're doing pile number 3. Red and black. Integrity. I did see that one actually, that one card. The advice. Ooh, some luxurious advice right there. I love it. What's the situation? Okay. Changing. Okay, so I feel like this is changing what you actually place value on. Changing, I feel like you need to get some of the stuff that's in your house as well. Like, you lot need to just like literally charity shop, but even bin it, because I get this sense of, oh, somebody else could have that, somebody else, nobody else wants it, babes. Sorry, love and light, nobody else don't want it, okay? I feel like some of you guys have been living in the shadows. A lack of self-confidence is very apparent here. It's like you don't want to physically show up. Sometimes you get offers to go out or whatever and you're like, oh no, I don't want to go. I don't want to spend the money. Oh, you know, I'm on a budget. Yeah, there's a lot that just seems to hold you guys back in regards to finances, in regards to confidence. What's this about? You don't, in regards to the way people look at you. I feel like you naturally get a lot of eyes on you. Okay, I feel like you guys feel like you look a bit broke sometimes. Or you don't have the things that you want. It happens. Sometimes people be a bit broke out here, okay? That's how life goes. But I don't think you look like that. I think you're more worried about that than, yeah. I don't think you look like that at all. I actually think you probably look like someone who comes from money. You know when people who come from money don't buy Gucci belts and shit like that? Oh, so tacky. Anyway, yeah, people who come from money, they don't do things like that. You look like one of those people. You look like you come from money, so you don't need to like act like you've got money or wear tacky things. I feel like a lot of you are just watching the world. You might have fear of missing out, but I think fear of missing out means more of going out because you're scared of missing out. I feel like you fear missing out, but you don't go out. You're so content in your own home, in your own space. That needs to change. You may be very emotionally sensitive as well, very temperamental as well. So you may say, yeah, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna go, I'm coming, girl, I'll be there. By the time that event rolls around, you're like, no, oh, something's come up. Oh, I don't have anything to wear. Oh, I don't have the money right now. Oh, you can come up with 100 excuses, but it's just because you have this fear and you lack self-confidence. And I feel like a lot of it is around physicality, something about the way you look or something about money. You feel very self-conscious of eyes on you. Maybe when you grew up, you know, you grew up with people who were very critical about you, about your appearance, and that's always kind of left you feeling like, well, why bother? Because someone's always going to pick something out on me that's not right or not perfect. But I feel like that's just that person's hang-ups, or that's just one way of seeing it. You could also look at it like, I've overcame my fears and I've come out, and I've been speaking about how the Strength card and the Devil card actually have a lot in common. The Devil card talks about our earthly desires, our fears, our worries, the things that we feel chained to, our lust, our like baseline desires, okay? So things that we do to get instant gratification, or things that we feel obsessed by or we can't leave alone, or but then the Strength card is about overcoming those things, learning to find the strength within yourself, find the resolve, find the forgiveness within yourself for having those addictions or obsessions or those baseline desires in the first place, or for whatever situation created you to whatever situation first, you know, the person or whoever first got you involved in that. Maybe something negative happened, somebody said something negative and now you overeat, or do you know what I mean? Like forgiving all that kind of stuff and letting it go. So that really is your advice. There may be an addiction for some of you guys that you really need to change. You probably could be spending a lot of money on it as well. And the advice is really, you can overcome this. It worries you. You stay up at night thinking about where things will go if you keep heading down this path. Some of you could be drinking as well. That message is coming through for some of you guys. It's just something you feel very stuck in. It could be addiction to anything, but I feel like as well, you don't go nowhere. Or, yeah, get out more. That's what I'm seeing, same thing. But do different things. Maybe you've always gone out and gone to bars and let's go for a drink. No, let's go for a hike. Let's, you know, do something different. I also feel like, even though some of you may be worried about money, I feel like you should probably spend a little bit of money, not foolishly, or do stuff where it's like a group thing where everyone's putting in a bit of money together, and that could like help you to really like, I know it sounds a bit like cheap or whatever, but like I've paid money, I'm really gonna, you know, enjoy this, really be centered, because it's like you're having trouble staying in your now. It's like you're worrying about something that hasn't come to pass, and you're sort of creating it to happen because you're putting a lot of emotion into it. So it could be a whole bunch of different things for you guys. It could be addictions. It could be even, what's that thing where you don't leave the house? It could be like a nervous kind of disorder, some sort of anxiety issue. And even just being very up and down in your emotions. I feel like whatever it is, you're kind of good at hiding it. Other people may just be like, oh, you like to stay home, or you're very emotional. You will give excuses as to why you can't go out, or as to, because you could be drunk as a skunk, but you don't sound it. You'd be like, yeah, I can't come because blah, blah, blah. And people will be like, oh, people would think something else, but they won't think that you're actually covering up the fact that you're drunk, or you're actually covering up the fact that you're kind of afraid to leave the house, or they wouldn't know that you're actually covering up something else because you've got very good at hiding it. But it might not be that you don't go out, but I feel like that is it for a lot of you. If you got food and water, you will really just stay there. Food, water, not even food, water, food and vodka. I'm hearing for some of you, food and liquor. But anyway, that is what you need to change, okay? Chariot card, we've got Capricorn, we've got Cancer. These are opposites. So you need to take a different approach here. Your advice is to get out. Your advice is to, yeah, you have negative thoughts sometimes. This is negative. You have negative thoughts sometimes, but embrace it. That's the reality of being a human being. We can experience the negative and the positive. We can give and we can receive. It's called the 3D for a reason, huh? There is 3 possible expressions of will or energy here. And you are the third, like we got 1, 2 and 3. So you need to be on the 3rd expression, which is neutrality. So operate between the positive and negative. Don't be overly optimistic and go out and spend all your money tomorrow. But at the same time, don't be like, oh, I can't go nowhere because I don't have the money. You know what I mean? You got to find the balance. Go out, move forward. Also, some of you get driving. Maybe some of you are afraid of driving. I ain't even trying to get my business out here. I ain't even trying. Let me just shush. But maybe some of you guys have hang-ups or fears around driving a car, you know? And people don't know that. People don't actually know that that you have that fear. But also she's holding a magician's wand in her hand, so it's like you can make anything happen. You are the driving force behind this. With the Empress card, you are the creator. You are manifesting it all. This is really saying you are in control of your destiny. You are the one that is making it all happen. So take the reins. Take the reins. Take the reins around that lion's neck, okay? Lead that lion. That lion wants to be led by you or overcome by you, by your grace and your forgiveness. So you may need to do some forgiving work. But also take control of your life and beautify yourself. You know, there's something about, like, I don't know, feeling insecure when other people are looking at you. So make yourself look nice, whatever, but you don't need to, she's wearing up her jewellery, whatever. Wear your little jewellery if it makes you feel sweet, yeah? Wear whatever it is that makes you feel good. But you don't need to be worrying about the people who are looking at you, because you best believe whoever's looking at you is getting a visual treat, okay? They are being blessed by your presence because you are the Empress, or if you're a man, the Emperor. So you don't need to be worrying or feeling bad, or, you know, but you're very much in control of your destiny. And I think people love actually speaking to you. People love it when you come. People love it when you show up. Yeah, so just remember that. And the crystal card here as advice is step into the limelight. Limelight? Spotlight? Wait, what's the limelight again? Sharing the lamp. I don't know, but you need to be front and center. There's even like a light shining on her. So crystals can really help with that anxiety. Black tourmaline would be very helpful in absorbing some of that. Clear quartz as well, and rose quartz. So rose quartz and the clear quartz will amplify that. What other crystals am I getting? I don't know, I can't think off the top of my head. But this also says to me that you really stand out. You're very beautiful. People are attracted to you. And what is the most attractive thing is not just the fact that you're beautiful and that you stand out. It's your own attraction to yourself. Like, yes, I'm feeling myself. I love myself. I love being me. If I could be anybody in this world, guess what? I'd be me. It's like that kind of energy. So really get into that and stick to your integrity. Don't do too much, you know. Don't start doing the splits and twerking and if that ain't your character, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't do that. You know, but step out of your comfort zone a little is what I'm getting with this message. But you know, just stick to your integrity and what feels right to you. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. So yeah, you do need to switch it up. You need to change your energy up a little bit, okay? You do. But you don't have to do too much. But yeah, find what makes you feel beautiful. Find what makes you feel empowered. Find what makes you feel like, yeah, I want to get out there. I want to do this. And also remember to be at the point of neutrality. It's not either or. It's not you have to make a decision. It's not right or wrong. It's just like, fuck, I'm just enjoying myself. I'm just having an experience, you know. So that is what I've got for you, pile number 3. Oh, I love these readings. They're just giving me such nice vibes. Oh gosh, I said that and now I'm like pile number 4. Sorry, no offense, pile number 4. Pile number 4. Perfect timing. Oh, that's why. You know, when it says perfect timing, you're like, oh. You're like, okay, thanks, angels. Advice. What it is. Oh, you got 2 cards. Situation. So, I feel like some of you are thinking about calling back a situation, or you've been trying to get with an ex, or something's popped up during the retrograde and all of a sudden you cannot get this shit out of your mind. It's like, oh, I really want this thing. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody who's small-minded or have been small-minded when it comes to what kind of partner you want or what kind of person you accept into your life. Also, I'm hearing around other people's relationships. It could be same-sex relationships. I just personally feel like, you know, it's not for other people to make a judgment on what other people are doing. If you're living your life, you're not hurting nobody and you're happy, then and everyone involved is a consenting adult, then like, you know what I'm saying, just like mind your business basically. But I feel like, I don't know, like you may have a bee in your bonnet about something, like giving really unwarranted advice for some of you. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who does that, or maybe this is actually you. You need to not give unwarranted advice, or start a YouTube channel if you feel like that you need to. But obviously like hate speeches and stuff like that, that's not cool, man. You can't be doing that to people, because life ain't easy out here. Everyone just makes the best decisions that they know how to, and if you're just living in love and light and you ain't troubling nobody, what is there to really say, you know? Okay, so six of but I feel like it's a relationship as well. I feel like you could be dealing with somebody who is just not it. Like, just personality wise, everything, and they fucking think they know it all. I feel like this person is just not the husband or the wife, or the very small-minded. You know what it's like? Which I really absolutely hate. I stopped watching EastEnders years ago. For some reason, I started watching EastEnders the other day, and one of the girls on it, she was dealing with a boy. The boy was mixed race. The boys chose another girl over her who happened to be mixed race or light skin or whatever, yeah? And the girl was white. So now she's trying to get back at him. So she started talking to this guy who is basically a racist. And it's like, I think that sends a very scary, very fucked up message to people that, but it was the energy of like, oh, she didn't believe what he was saying, but she knew what he was about, basically. And it sends a really evil message of like, okay, to get back at somebody, you should find a point in them, or you should align yourself with somebody whose morals and values are wrong and evil to hurt them. Like, what the fuck? Obviously, I know she's a young girl, but I feel like that's never okay, or that's never acceptable. That should never be a storyline of like, oh yeah, she's getting back at her ex by getting with a NF or a racist, you know, she's getting back at her black boyfriend by going out with a racist now. Like, it's really, really sick. Why did I come up with this? I don't know if you guys are dealing with somebody who's like that. I just feel like this person, very black and white, very right and wrong. This person probably will scream till they're blue in the face and say they're not a racist, or they're not prejudiced, or they're not homophobic, but they are. Like, I get this, they're like, I just believe what I believe, this is how I was brought up, a man was a man, a woman was a woman. That sounded weird. Somebody may have something against Muslims, I don't know, okay? And you know that you should fucking cut this person off, because you know that they're talking shit. You know this person is off key. You know this. It's like, all right, for all of you, it may not be that this person's that kind of person, but I just get something wrong with the way they think. Like the things that they say. Their mind's not developed. Immature. I just